You are watching Readings with Milana Levoe. This is going to be a collective reading. Feel free to ask any questions on this live if you'd like to. Now, someone feels like they need to split up their attention. They've been inspired to do so because they're feeling like if they don't, they have a potential to drive away someone who they're interested in, a partner, someone who they feel like is quite possibly their better half. They feel like they do that because they just have this all encompassing desire to be in this person's face constantly. This is someone who they are head over heels with, in love, deep, deep, penetrating love with. So, understandably, this has caused a little bit of tension or emotional upheaval, especially with the other person who can probably sense that they have been splitting up their attention, their attentiveness, so to speak. And someone feels like they're only smitten with their image. This could be a response that the other person has. They're like, okay, you only like me because of who you think I am. And they feel like this crush could very well wear off. So someone is thinking in that direction, even though I'm not feeling that that's the case. That's what's coming in, however. Someone's unconventional, detached vibe. Maybe something that is giving someone else a feeling that they're saying, this is always going to be like this. You're always going to be somewhat unattainable in some sense, no matter how far we come, no matter what happens between us. That's the context of something that's going on. So they are a little bit dismayed, a bit angry about that because it's hard for them to accept. They want to be able to upgrade their experience in some way. However, they don't know how because they are simultaneously drawn in and pushed away at the same time. They feel left out and included. They like the feeling of, someone does like the feeling of being chased. And in their wisdom, they're acting in a certain way because they know that there's always going to be that magnetism there. And they're hoping that it'll extend itself and that someone won't grow tired of that constant chase, because there is, some drive there, but it's about, okay, is this drive being filed down at all? Like fingernails. So someone is trying to find some balance, even though they feel as though, even though there's this viable energy, they're saying, yes, we'll always have this connection. And yet they're saying they can kind of leave it playing in the background, almost like a TV, because they feel like that way neither one of them will disappoint the other one in any way. They feel like if they get too close, someone is going to feel like they got duped in a sense, because, they're juggling all these various emotions and they're trying to find their zen. And they don't want the person to say, oh man, I just thought, that it was this way or that way. They want to be clear, but they don't want the person to get too close. Will they ever come to terms and allow this person to get closer? Okay, so what's coming in, first things first, they're going to feel worn out at some point. They're going to feel worn out by putting themselves out there and, putting their emotions out there and then withdrawing. The back and forth cat and mouse, they are going to get a little worn down, a little exhausted of it, even though they're the ones doing it. Like the other person is going to be exhausted as well, but they're going to be kind of tired of the same old routine of doing this. The monotony is ready to hit a curve. It's going to be ready at some point. If not now, let's see. What else is coming in with that? Okay, so they are going to be faced with what they're doing. They're going to look at it from the other person's point of view. And so there may be a little bit of self-forgiveness in order at that point in time. And that's the time when they kind of like hit rock bottom in an emotional sense. And then they reestablish what their plan of action is, what they truly desire. And then they go after that. And then there's going to be more manifesting going on. So the relationship could pick back up at that point and re-manifest on a higher level, a more desirable upgrade coming into play there. That is coming in after self-reflection, after their conditions of loyalty have been really well thought through to the point to where they know precisely how they want to interact with this person. And then there is success in whatever it is that they deem appropriate. They are headed towards a higher octave, a higher way of looking at things, viewing the scenario, higher octaves as far as their reactions. Just being, they're being. And action. Someone is about to take some action. And in taking that action, it's like they're watering a plant. They are setting the tone for growth, for a positive exchange. It's like carbon monoxide, oxygen, all that. There's an equilibrium on the way. It's en route. And this is because, there's this really strong feeling, this really strong need to bring what is manifested into reality, for better or for worse. There's a lump sum coming in financially. By the same token, the bottom of the deck energy is expansion, capitalization, growth in various ventures. And the lump sum connected to that.